Okay, I went ahead and made the Fenrir gem, but I'm going to keep the Leonon, or whatever it's called, equipped on Emma for the time being. If I ever need like a little bit of a push for art power, I'll go with that one, but otherwise, I think that... Okay, had to step away, but I'm back. Okay, there's 5 here, so that's starting to become the recurring number.
My turn.
I don't know how the links are set up just yet, and we still have... yeah. You out... Oh, Crow, that's why. I was wondering, like, why can we still see the chest? I think he has something that lets me see him. This is new. That can drop E materials. Nothing major or unique or anything. Those can drop EP2 quartz. I got U materials off them, though. You're new.
A daunting foe.
Those things can drop Gravion Hammer.
Oh, that's a nice-looking treasure chest.
Flash Armor Oze. Wrong thing. But for them, Emma is really, really good at demolishing them. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put this on green. He has a value code, so I'm not worried about that. They're also susceptible to Death Blow, believe it or not, so you can pick them off that way if you don't want to chip through their HP.
Let's go in guns blazing.
I got 6 EP2 quartz out of that. Emma seriously just nuked the board for 50,000 across it. They never stood a chance. Okay, let's go forward a bit more. Not see any sort of chests or anything to interact with.
A powerful foe.
You might be. Fee vanished, so she lost all her EP. The enemy can drop Evade 3. It's up to you if that's worth it, because, like, I have enough Sepith now to where I can just make a dozen of those, probably. Chests over here. Tyrol Bomb. Oh, come on. You're telling me that giant eye monster saw me all the way from over here? U materials and gelatin. $50,000 damage nuke from Emma. GG no re. Huh. I expect another one of those big annoying ones. Got the Evade 3 quartz, but that thing has a long death animation, man. That is crazy. Dragon Incense. I can't sneak past him as the way he's facing.
Let's go in guns blazing.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Callisto. I'm gonna give it to her because she gets all those multipliers from her dodges. I think the 25 strength may give her a bit more than it would say Laura.
Seen from above, the pathways here must be shaped like an M and a C. Maribel Croyce's initials. Or maybe M for Maribel and C for Campanella?
Sounds like a hell of a reach. The gnomes made this place over 1,000 years ago.
You're right. Trying to spot patterns everywhere is a bad habit of mine.
So if you want to know what he's talking about, right there. Except they're missing the E in the square. Real quick, we found 2, 3, 4. There's a 5th chest over there. Hey, we finally got some Dynafil. We've been over there already, we need to go back this way. Smash those on the way back, because I suspected this would be here.
That enemy is
Seems like there's always 2 in each area.
treasure sighted. Begin recovery mission.
7-fold gem, I do not recall you. It's my first one of this. 7th caliber, but it's a bit of a reach. It might be decent on Yuna in place like the Luck Quartz or something. It's just, I don't care. She's not going to step out in the
Let's
battlefield
go in
if I have
guns
my way.
blazing.
What the hell is that? The crest of Ouroboros and a picture of the Fool and Mishi. That's evil Mishi, but why would someone paint that here? And the picture is projected with magic, no less. Doesn't look like it's any craft of Ereboni, in which case... Somehow this reminds me of something we saw at the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. Zeno and Leo drew something like that there just for fun. Yes, I remember. Seems like forever ago. So they like flying around? Yeah, but this is a little different. How to put it? You can tell whoever drew this has malicious intentions. Instructor? Could I be on the team for the next battle? No. Get back on the bench? Yuna, are you sure? It's not an unreasonable request. She'll be familiar with the opponents we're facing. The Fool really got on my nerves ever since what happened at Orca's Tower. But it's Maribel that I have to settle the score with. Not just for personal reasons either. I'm representing the Triple S too. Their feelings towards Crossbell and determination to turn things around for the land she betrayed. I thought you might feel that way. Ellie and the other Triple S members would be happy to hear that you're so determined to take on their enemy. Okay, Yuna, you're in, but Maribel's still an Anguisse. She'll be accompanied by an enforcer whose true motives are still unclear. I get that this hits close to home for you, but you have to be extra careful. Don't put yourself at risk. Right. So we do have to stick Yuna in the group. We'll put her in Laura's spot for the moment.
So you've survived the 4th rivalry after all. Color me impressed.
I guess the little prince just couldn't measure up. Given that he had the fortress's power, he should have had at least a 60% chance of winning. Oh well.
And knowing Shirley, she would have gone all out when it came to battle. Well, moving on. How do you care for our artistic embellishments? We figured this place could use some touching up.
Is this all just a game to you?
You two really are the worst.
I see McBurn's not with you. Even so, I can sense him. He's waiting for us somewhere in this fortress.
My, how perceptive! Those senses of yours are impressively sharp. Perhaps it's something you picked up from being the sacrifice.
It seems like McBurn has his own things he wants to take care of. But I've gotta say, he's been real fired up since your run-in at Orcus Tower. We promise not to play too rough. If you're curious, why don't you go check up on him yourselves after we're done here? Well, assuming you managed to make it past the Jade Rook too, of course.
Your words mean nothing. You don't even have any intention of taking this battle seriously.
It sounds like they're only going to do the bare minimum to fuel the rivalry.
That's right. The more I understand how the rivalries work, the more intrigued I am. They're very well designed. They're actually the perfect reference for my Ars Magna research. So please, don't hold back. I'll need every little bit of data I can get from you.
You really are the worst.
You may be an Anguis, just like the Steel Maiden was, but you're nothing like her.
Oh my. I'm terribly sorry if I offended you. I considered dropping in to bid her farewell, but since we weren't especially close, I decided it wasn't my place. To be honest, though, I'm a little surprised McBurn didn't stop by.
Who knows? Maybe he already said his goodbyes. I'm sure our other members outside of Erebonia would have liked to pay their respects too. Oh well. That's just how things go sometimes.
I've got a question for you two. It might be a little late to be asking, but what happened to taking back your Phantasmal Blaze plan?
Ooh.
And why would you possibly be interested in that, little SSS fangirl?
It's because the SSS got wrapped up in it that I want to know. And now that we're on the topic, there are a bunch of things I just don't get about you. You go around pressing people's buttons and making evil grins, but I don't get the feeling you're as much of a jerk as you let on. And on top of that, people say you've looked exactly the same for the past decade. What even are you?
Oh?
Could he be a homunculus like me and Milliam?
Nah, his facial expressions, the malice behind his grin, it all seems way too human. I don't get the feeling he's an immortal either.
And you, Mariabelle, let's forget the fact that you're a scummy traitor for a moment. Why the heck did someone as self-absorbed as you swear allegiance to the Grandmaster?
I wondered that about Vita, too. And even the Steel Maiden. She was a proud knight. Why would she serve such a group?
Aren't the Enforcers free to do whatever too? If they want to leave the group, Ouroboros doesn't try to stop them at all. What kind of evil organization works like that?
The Guild's been wondering that for a while now, too. The Steel Maiden went off and did her own thing, and Sharon's quit completely.
Not just them, either. Joshua, Ren, Blue Blanc, the late Blade Lord, and one other I've heard about. If you add Vita too, then that's a lot of your group that's gone AWOL.
Yet here you are, acting like it's no big deal. This shit don't add up. Your whole group just doesn't act like a team at all. It's like... how do I put it?
Ouroboros is an organization comprised of people who work to further the Grandmaster's goals. But at the same time, your members are also part of some bigger experiment.
That's it! Wait, damn it, Egret! Why you gotta steal my thunder like that?
Wow! Those are some serious leaps of logic right there. But maybe this was bound to happen at some point.
That's right. The Burl and Crossbell's fate being swallowed by the Empire, the SSS's findings, the Gospel Plan. Anyone who cared to put together all these pieces should have been able to realize what was truly going on. But it certainly is surprising that it was you of all people who figured it out. Was it Mr. Ashen Chevalier's lessons that helped you hone that intuition?
No. To be honest, I'm just as surprised.
It actually makes perfect sense. She has the perspective of both Crossbell and the Empire, and the will to never give up.
It's thanks to both Instructor Reen's ability to bring out the best in people, and Yuna's own determination that she's come so far.
If Reen is the core of Class 7, then maybe Yuna is the bridge that links Class 7 to the world.
Whoa there! I think you're giving me way too much credit. I'm just trying to get as much info out of them as I can. Knowing them, they're just gonna get in our way, say something vague, and then vanish. You're standing against us right now because you feel like it. But I'm fighting back for the sake of those who believe in the future. I have no idea what Ouroboros is planning after the Great Twilight's over. But whatever it is, we'll put a stop to it. Just like we're going to stop you now!
Wow, not bad.
Yuna.
You tell him, girl.
Well said. I'm proud of you, Yuna.
My, that was absolutely splendid! Yuna Crawford. I must admit, I didn't expect such a fine diamond in the rough from the city I left behind.
Of course, it was Thor's Class 7 that cut and polished her. And thanks for that excellent little speech of yours. I think I'll actually go all out for once.
Damn it, of course they've got backup.
Brace yourselves, everyone! We're gonna have to give this everything we've got!
Let's begin, shall we? We were only planning to have a little fun with you. But seeing as you won't stop going on about togetherness and bonds, maybe it'd be fun to see what happens if I thin your ranks a little.
How about this? If you show me a good time, I'll throw in a little bonus. I'll share a juicy tidbit about the society, if you win. Only information the Grandmaster has permitted me to share, of course. I want to hear you fight, and struggle, and cry out in pain!
Are all of you Ouroboros people actually insane?
You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Class 7, prepare for battle. Don't be fooled by their tricks.
Fight them with everything you have, with the power of all our friends and allies!
Right!
Welcome, one and all! Enjoy this carnival of pleasure and pain!
The harder you try, the more fun it'll be.
So I don't know if you noticed in the scene, but Laura's sword was clipping through Emma's staff. Yeah.
Roar! Healing strike! Now!
They're mine!
Not actually trying to
Here
break
I
anyone
go.
just yet, but we do need Laura back.
You got this!
I'll take over.
Unfortunately, with Reen and Laura, their biggest damage moves are also break moves.
It's my turn.
We'll put this up to
Shimmer!
Campanella.
Luminary force! Yes! Analyzing enemy unit. Analysis complete.
Ouroboros Enforcer number 0, with his own secret agenda, seems to mess with people just for fun. He's immune to everything, in terms of stats effects. Magic's all neutral. Drops a Brave Soul if we smack him
How
around.
about this? Frozen prison!
That's a load of crap. Like, if they do that, they should at least give you the
my
BB back.
beloved creations!
I'm going. Analyzing enemy unit. Analysis complete.
Modified combat shell that derives energy from ether. Its color scheme gives it a sinister look. Drops you materials.
Let's go!
Weak. Now. Attack. Let's go.
Let's go! Roar! Healing strike! It's down!
An opening!
I'm going! Shimmer! Luminary Force! It's my turn. Analyzing enemy unit. I got it!
Third Unguise of Ouroboros. Alchemy runs deep in her blood, wields a polearm, and sprout black wings from her back. So the thing that took me off for a little bit right there was that Lost Genesis super rare that I could use to make another... Is it Diablo's gem? Or I forgot exactly which one.
Here's a present! Go, go, go!
An opening!
Well, that is
Now!
awkward. Heals free and then he gets it right inside the head from Laura.
An opening!
Remember that Laura only has like a 30% dodge rate.
Weak!
I don't even know what Emma's is, but this is ridiculous.
It's down! Attack! It's my turn. Arcus activate! Weak! It's down! Attack!
Here we go.
What'd I tell you? Fun, huh?
Let's go!
Alrighty then.
Help me out now, would you? Alex, Shaw, Kanan, now, off you go! How careless of you!
Take this!
I'll handle this.
I'm trying to see what he's casting. Can't quite tell.
Yes! Arcus activate!
Here!
Skipping this because we're just absorbing it.
Yeah!
My turn. This will probably send Maria Bell into Enhance, though. That's the one drawback.
I'm up!
So yeah, his gauge reset, but he hasn't actually done anything. So I'm going to switch over to this one because...
It's my turn!
He's probably going to die before he drops anything. I may have to gamble that he just drops it in general.
Now!
My turn. Ready?
Here it comes.
Now I'll show you what I can really do!
Let's go!
Right! It's my turn. Glimmer! It's my turn.
I don't remember what is and isn't a magic move, so I'm just going to play it safe.
Burn! Let's see how this treats you! If you would, Campanella!
Of course!
Take that!
Time to switch seats! Shuffle, shuffle.
Let's see how this treats you! How careless of you!
Let's go!
Shatter!
I'll handle this.
I haven't actually seen his S-Craft. Maybe right here.
Let's go!
Okay, so he's gonna switch places with one person.
Ha! Switcheroo!
Let's go.
Wow, that's messed up.
I don't actually want to use that one. I want to use this one.
Exterminating. Yes. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
Come forth, my beloved creations!
Here's a present. Go, go, go!
My turn.
Whoa!
Ooh. You're sending shivers down my spine! Witness the power of the Wellspring Alchemist!
Let's go.
Let's pick him off real quick.
Now.
Low-hanging fruit and all that.
Let's go!
I'm going.
Oh, come on. How is that not a crit or anything? No, we're gonna go cheap.
Glimmer. I'm going. Arcus, activate.
Thanks. Thank you.
I'll show you the wonders of alchemy! Come forth, my darlings! It's time to play! Here I come! Curious Santa! Sleep tight now!
My turn.
So yeah, I think that everyone would have survived that for full health, even without the damage reduction.
Now. Attack.
Not bad.
I'll handle this.
Let's go!
Shatter!
I'm up! It's down!
An opening!
I'm going.
Burning!
My turn. Ready?
My turn.
Not close enough yet.
Now!
An opening! I'm up!
I don't really want to risk it. I don't think I have a choice. Ooh, I think you're lucky here. Breaker, breaker,
An
breaker.
opening!
Aw, man.
Not on my watch!
Weak.
I'm afraid of death
Not on
by
my watch!
feet.
Let's see.
Unforgivable!
Okay, there we go.
It's my turn. Healing breath.
Thanks. Thank you. Let's go! No escape! Impressive! Now!
An opening!
Weak. Now. Attack.
And that should be the end of the fight, actually.
Got it.
So now we go into Zephyr
Move away.
Tempest.
Zephyr Tempest. Let's go. It's down. Attack.
Let's go!
I probably should have went for Jusis' thing first.
Now!
So let's see, I have to get 12 turns, I think it is, in order to
Got it.
kill her.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, they're dealing
It's my
about
turn.
10,000 each.
Now!
An opening!
It's my turn.
Light!
Yes! Now! It's mine! Let's go. Yeah! Now! Attack! Weak.
50,000 almost. Wow.
Now!
An opening!
That was 25,000 between the two of them. So she's gonna wake up, sadly.
Shit! Now!
An opening!
This is it!
There we go.
Very impressive indeed.
Reliable as always, Laura.
I'm glad I was able to assist.
I don't remember what level we came in at. Nothing in terms of quartz leveled up. We got the 2 Lost Genesis, the 2 Brave Souls.
All right, got it.
I did it.
They apparently went up 2 levels.
Yeah, I did it! I did it!
Yeah, she's
Stats
2.
updated.
Yuna looked like it was 3.
Woohoo! I must continue to train.
A matter of course.
Yeah, I'd say 2 levels each, with the exception of Yuna.
We did it!
How'd you like that?
Dear me, how unexpected.
Oh, I even used the skills I copied from the Iron Bloods, but it didn't make a difference.
I won't let you. I'm coming too.
My, you're not as easy to shake off as those simpletons from the SSS, are you?
Come on now. Do you seriously think you can capture us?
No, I doubt we'd be able to. And honestly, I wish I could just tell you to get out of our sight.
Further, attacking wounded opponents would bring no honor.
But you said you'd give us more info. So it's time to pay up.
What the hell happened with the Phantasmal Blaze plan? Let's start with that.
Oh, fine. The truth is, the plan is still in effect. In fact, it's nearly at its end. Once the Rivalry of the Seven has been completed, our objective will be met.
How come Vita wasn't even aware that your goal had changed?
Well, that's because she just wanted to lift the curse through those pseudo-rivalries she was setting up. We, on the other hand, are here to witness the reformation of the Great One. Though, to be honest, we don't actually care whether or not all its pieces stick together properly.
What do you mean?
In other words, your goal isn't to claim the 2 Septarians, but rather, you intend to return the power divided among the Divine Knights back to 1.
And it doesn't matter to you if it's properly reformed or not?
That's right. We don't care if they disappear either, the same way the Septarian of Mirage did. Observing the path each of the 7 Septarians take when dropped into mankind's hands in this possible world. That is our goal. The driving force behind the Grandmaster's plan.
Possible world?
What the hell does that even mean?
I'm afraid those who are still bound by the shackles of this world wouldn't be able to comprehend our mission. Not everyone can be on the same level as Professor Epstein, after all. For now, don't worry your pretty little heads about it. Just focus on the rivalries ahead. Rufus is waiting for you on the top floor, by the by. Oh, and he's got Alberich with him. You might want to be careful with that one.
The Chief of the Gnomes is there too? Whoa! An ion!
So they've been hiding them here in the fortress.
In all honesty, you lot aren't half bad. You exceeded our expectations, at the very least. McBurn might finally be able to accomplish his long-held plans if he's up against you guys. I'm sure he'd appreciate it if you went and paid him a visit.
Regardless of how this tale ends, Ouroboros will carry on with the Grandmaster's plan. We will soon move on to the third stage of the Orpheus final plan. Who knows? I may just be lucky enough to encounter some of you again, someplace or other. Oh, and by the way, Yuna dear, would you mind passing a message from me to Ellie and your other friends at the SSS? Please tell them. We'll meet again someday. Oh, and that I'll be rooting for Crossbell's independence.
I don't know what to make of all this. I won't lie, that was a lot of shocking information to take in. And Professor Epstein seems to be involved somehow, too. To think I assumed he was simply another historical figure famous for first harnessing orbital energy half a century ago. And what could they have meant by this possible world? Yeah, all that was really overwhelming, but the one thing I can get behind is focusing on what we're doing at the moment. Can't believe they made sure to bring up McBurn, which means he's somewhere in the fortress just like we expected. Well, we've got to survive whatever comes at us and live to tell the tale to the others. Looks like Yuna has a message she has to pass on. Kinda wish she'd just tell them herself, but oh well. Can't wait to speak with Lynn Nestel again. That's one more reason we've got to make sure we return safely. But first we'll have to defeat the Jade Rook and Black Alberich. Seems the elevator goes up to the top floor. We can go straight there or take a short break at the garden. Feel like we should probably strike while the iron's hot. Honestly, I'm surprised they gave us all this information voluntarily. Do you suppose it might be a red herring? No, I'd say it's a farewell gift of sorts. You'd have made quite an impression on them. I kinda got hot-headed there and spoke without thinking. Really, you're making way too big a deal of it. You can't steal all this attention on me, okay? That's classic Yuna. Alright, are we staying or are we going? Top floor of the Imperial Fortress will be our next stage. The 5th Rivalry awaits. So, we have to go back to base then. We get the Yuna note. But otherwise, hopefully you can see from what they said there, that's some of the backing to the theory that Adios is the Grandmaster. It's apparently not Epstein, as you can see how they refer to him. Did we hit any milestones, or no? Elisa, you okay? Yeah, my mother, grandfather, and Sharon are all counting on me. I won't disappoint them. And as for him, I'm determined to find out the truth. I'll support you and Jusis with everything I've got. Thanks, Elisa. You've really become such a pillar of strength. I'm glad to have you on our side. Glad to be of help. And we'll talk one more time. And that's just a repeat. The Orc Knight's power is immense, but as Radiant said, yeah, that's just a repeat of earlier. Maybe the only new thing is Elisa's line? So far, yes. Okay, there is something new over here with Yuna. Seriously, you've gotten all kinds of strong. Never thought I'd see the day you'd be going toe-to-toe with the Ouroboros enforcers like that. Guys, that's exactly right when he called you the central figure of New Class 7. You really do bring everyone together. And seeing you grow into your role as a leader, honestly, helping you along might have been one of my greatest accomplishments as an instructor. Quit it, you guys. You're gonna make me want to crawl into a hole and hide if my face gets any redder. Besides, we need to focus. 4 rivalries crossed off the to-do list already, and the next one's just around the corner. We can't let ourselves mess things up right at the finish line. Agreed. Yeah, because what she said was obvious. Let's show them what Class 7 is made of. 4 rivalries down, 1 to go. Just because we made it this far doesn't mean it'll be easy. We can't slack off when there's so much at stake. If we can finish off this rivalry, it just leaves the Ebon Knight. Kinda makes you realize how far we've come. Yuna's right, we need to stay strong and keep moving forward. Facing Lord Rufus and Black Alberich won't be easy. We can't afford to back down now. Just want to take a look to see if anyone else has anything to say. Got any new fish deal? It's worth a shot. Actually, you know what? Real quick, let's take a peek at the trade-in thing that I was referring to. I forgot what that gem is called. See, I have enough to make a Seraph, but I have 2 of them lying around already. And yeah, we actually do have enough to make a Diablos, if I'm so inclined. I'm kind of leaning towards it because I have 2 equipped already. Yeah. Like, if I actually did want to play New Game Plus for some reason, this puts me in an extremely strong position with it. So let's make sure Elliot's good. He has a Diablos gem, so the next one should probably go to, I'm thinking, Muse. Oh, right, I forgot. So I wanted to see how these are coming along. Scold. Keeper is literally 1 point off. Canome. So I'm suspecting some of these aren't getting any EXP. Okay, so we know 3 of them literally have 1 to go, but they're not going to get it because they're not in battle. So, if I wanted to swap some of these subs around... Pandora sub... Keeper sub... So 1 fight, and then we'll hit those 3, and then we can move them onto something else. I imagine they're probably going to force us to use Elisa and Jusis for the coming fight. I'm kind of wondering if the reason why they stopped at 1 is related to the EX quartz.
My turn.
I only got 11 EXP from that fight. Let's see, we have Gloom equipped, that one equipped, that one equipped. This one will play it safe. Oh, right, I have to keep Scold there. So, let's put Minotaurus there. She can run Kaleido. Someone running Beowulf? Someone does have Oberon, I think it's Laura.
A spiraling pathway, just like in the Infernal Castle.
Or the Grawl.
Good. That means we only have one path. Upward.
Brave Soul. Jeez, that's another set of 5 chests. That was just 35 EXP, so yeah, my stuff is probably not going to level up any further. Yeah, there's nothing to those little worm things. Is that the same one from earlier?
Ooh, a tough one!
There!
It is different from the one in the Salt Pails. That one actually does drop Strike Quartz instead of Burn.
Let's go in guns blazing!
I mean, sure, 2 spells from Emma still takes off 100,000 HP, so it melts just as quickly. Crap. I'm wondering if those special enemies are the only ones who'll give you decent EXP at this point. It's not really worth the time. Spirit Incense.
It's big.
Okay, math update for you guys. So if you just want to smack the enemy like I usually do to build up CP and BP off of them, Jusis's Noble Arc, or whatever it's called, is the way to go to optimize your damage. If you just want to magically nuke them into the ground, Avalon Hearts, even without any extra buffs, will outdamage Jusis. Otherwise, Jusis will outdamage Laura. But yeah, it's a little interesting to me that the strength buff, I think it's a medium level one that comes from Noble Arc, with 30% amplified damage is more than 60% amplified with nothing, no buffs. That time they actually had comparable damage. Like, the single best way to do it would be trying to buff with Noble Arc first, and from there use the buffs to
treasure chest!
feed into Avalon Hearts. The downside, though, is that's going to cost you literally all 7 BP points. Oh my god, screw it. I think this is the 5th chest. One, two, three, 4, 5, yes. Zerum capsule. I have a lot of those, man. There's 12 of them. That does not bode well for the final boss. Just saying. This would be the second one of its type.
It looks strong. Watch out!
I'm not really paying attention to how the quartz are leveling, just to show you. I doubt we're going to hit level 10 on this before we reach the final boss. We're kind of running out of opponents anyway.
Let's go in.
Like, it's possible that the boss fights may actually, like the last couple that are left, may give us the final push. It's just extremely unlikely. The door is quite overwhelming, isn't it? And solemn as well, as if we entered some sort of ancient ritual. Reen, Crow? You feel it? Yeah, they're not making a secret of it. One of the last 2 remaining shards of the Great Power divided into 7 is just on the other side. Not to mention the power stolen from the Argent Knight. Milliam? No doubt, it's Rufus with his Orc Knight behind that door. And Black Alberich, the chief of the Black Workshop. I see. Reen, Crow, I understand most of the heavy lifting for this rivalry will fall to you, however. Let us help you in the preliminary battle. Of course, I'll be kind on you. Glad you volunteered. We'd have to call the whole thing off without you. We'll offer you support during the rivalry, too. Yeah, let's make this the worst day of that rotten Governor General's life. And one member of the new Class 7. What the hell is this crap? Okay, let's actually get this show on the road, shall we? At least they didn't make us walk too far. Luckily this is also voice acted.
So, you've arrived.
Huh. Earlier than expected, too.
Yes, we've come for you, Rufus.
Did you really think those two from Ouroboros would hold us up for long?
It doesn't matter. They've fulfilled their role. The only thing we require for the rivalry is the Ashen Awakener. Everyone else is none of our concern. The Azure Awakener included. The Sword of the End still has a role to play, however. Campanella and Maribel were to thin out your ranks, but they didn't even use their ion against you. How disappointing.
How could you?
Man, say what you really mean, why don't you?
This guy has textbook villain written all over him.
Ouroboros has their own priorities, and we have ours. We can't expect outsiders to be fully invested in our plans, after all.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Their organization is only interested in observation. Further cooperation may not be necessary.
Today's just full of interesting info, huh?
That's a topic for another time, perhaps.
The wings stolen from the Steel Maiden's Divine Knight.
The Auric Knight has completely absorbed them now. That power was rightfully won by the Ashen Knight. It should have gone to Valimar.
Rufus Alberich, Knight of Blood and Iron. The man before me is no brother of mine. Interrupting a duel at the last minute, and for your own selfish reasons. Have you no honor?
He did the same thing back when he killed Grianos at the Infernal Castle.
You're pretty messed up for someone who's supposed to be the noblest of nobles.
I can't deny it. But even so, noble blood still runs through my veins. Banter aside, I had a war to manage on top of my duties as a Knight of Blood and Iron. Surely you can't fault me for picking the most efficient course of action. Oh, and by the way, I'm happy you were able to recover Milliam, even if she is simply a projection from the sword.
How dare you!
It's okay, guys. He's not wrong, you know. Sup, Rufus? Long time no see!
Yes, you certainly surprised all of us back at the Grawl. But I'm happy, as a fellow Ironblood, that we were able to meet again. Although, I imagine my joy pales in comparison to Clara Lecter's.
Aw, don't sweat it. We didn't really have that many chances to hang out anyway.
Milliam, you're definitely one of a kind.
I think you're being a bit too cheerful given the situation.
Sorry to interrupt, but I believe this will have to do for our banter. We should begin the preparations now. Ideally, this would have taken place during the Great Twilight's climax. But I suppose it may work out yet. Should you lose to Lord Rufus, he will obtain the Sword of the End, allowing us to be fully prepared for the final rivalry.
Sorry, but that's not how it's going to go.
You seem pretty confident that Rufus will win. No. Maybe it's not Rufus you place your faith in, but the Auric Knight.
Oh?
It's true that the Auric Knight has seemingly limitless potential, just like the Argent Knight.
You see, the Divine Knights may appear to be equally powerful, but there is a hierarchy among them. They have engaged in many battles over the past centuries, each time being wiped from the annals of history. All as practice for the true rivalry of the Seven. The only knight that did not participate was the Ebon Knight. It may interest you to know that even if a Divine Knight is destroyed, With time, it will regenerate. Their awakeners, however, often end up as undead abominations. Nosferatu. Do you remember the field of endless blades you witnessed during your trial below Thor's? Each sword marked a divine knight's defeat, the grave of yet another of its awakeners.
I can't believe it.
So that's what they were.
In all the battles that occurred, 2 knights emerged victorious far more often than their brethren. Their strength is second only to the Ebon Knights. Surely by now you must know which ones I refer to, correct? They were, of course, the Auric Knight, brilliant as the sun, and the Argent Knight, which glows like the moon. Following them was the Crimson Demon with 1,000 weapons, the Vermilion Knight. Compared to such supremely powerful machines, the Azure, Palatinate, and Ashen Knights are nothing.
Where does this guy get off? Kinda pisses me off to hear him trash talk Ordine like that.
It's true that the kind of energy it gives off feels completely different from the others.
And now that it has the Argent Knight's powers as well.
Precisely. You made a grave error in not properly absorbing the Azure Knight's energy. In your current state, you won't be able to make full use of the Palatinate and Vermilion Knight's powers. Frankly, I didn't have high expectations for Prince Cedric's ability to use the Vermilion Knight. It makes things more convenient for us now that you've absorbed its power as well.
You just say whatever you want, don't you?
But you don't have a damn clue what we're capable of.
Class 7's been through so many crucial moments together. Everything we did in the Civil War, the Grawl of Ouroboros.
And in the course of those events, we lost some of our dearest friends. Yet despite that, we never gave up.
We challenged foes we had no hope of defeating, getting help along the way whenever we needed it. No matter how hard it was, and even if it was only small steps, we kept moving forward all the same.
Yeah, and the new Class 7 is following in your footsteps.
No. You've already caught up to us, Yuna. Instead of walking in our shadow, you walk with us as equals.
Optimism, perseverance, and cooperation are what give us... No. They're what gives humanity true strength. Technology doesn't mean anything on its own. Without human hearts to guide it, it's nothing more than steel and circuits. Once the Great Twilight is over, you say you want to create a world ruled by the Black Workshop. But if there isn't any heart in this cold world you want to make, then what's the point?
I'm sure when you made me and Tilly, you never expected us to have feelings. But we went way beyond what you expected. We pretty much became humans.
Yes, I believe this applies to Kia as well. And it all points to one thing.
Right. We create meaning in our lives by our interactions with others. And it's the bonds between people that shape the world. The world you want to create is one completely under the Ebon Knight's control. A world where the inhabitants, like the gnomes, are enslaved to a higher power without wills of their own. Where people can't find meaning in their lives by struggling and helping each other to move forward. But is there really any meaning to a life like that?
That same tired rhetoric.
Actually, I believe I agree with them. Still, don't think yourselves unique. I have experienced my own fair share of hardship and struggle. And ultimately, I have no plans to serve anyone either. Not the Ebon Knight, nor Chancellor Osborne. My path is clear. I will be the one to surpass my father.
The Holy Sword of Vishnard.
That's one of the twin blades the Alberea family used to slay Nosferatu in ages past.
Jusis, you too?
Is that the other one?
Ah, so Arnaud delivered the Holy Sword of Elvars to you. This is simply perfect. We can have ourselves one more sparring match before the rivalry.
Do as you wish, but we must begin our preparations.
Zora Fowler! The original combat shell.
That's right. Even Estelle and the others had a tough time dealing with it.
It pains me to see what's become of you, Father. But I still believe in the love that you had for Mother and me. So I'll prove it. Right here and now, I'll prove to you that your love was not a lie.
Stubborn as ever, Ms. Reinford. You leave me no... You leave me no choice but to snuff out that foolish hope of yours for good. To prove to you that my master is this world's only truth. Not Chancellor Osborne, nor the Lionheart Emperor. No, I will serve Ishmelga to the very end!
This will be it, Jusis. Your last opportunity to challenge me before I transcend humanity. Now, let us cross blades!
Wait, does he mean...
No way!
You damn fool!
Allow me to grant you eternal despair.
Now come, show us what you're capable of!
Weak. It's down.
It's mine.
It's my turn!
Okay, so real quick. In case you're wondering, yes, the reason why I went for those swords were because of the unique dialogue you get here. There was unique lines about Roland and Dreikels in the Cedric Hurt thing, and now you get the one involving Jusis and Rufus. The trade-off, though, was I had to give up getting Yuna's romance event thing, which was no loss if you ask me. And I think I'm actually going to try to break them since they buffed.
Warhammer!
It's my turn! Roar! Healing strike! It's down!
There!
Got it. Exterminating.
Very well.
Okay.
I leave it to you.
I'll take over.
The big gun has arrived.
Right! It's off balance!
An opening!
Shining light. Cut through!
Same move as Jusis.
Now. It's mine. Yes.
I want to bring Emma in, but I kind of need to impede right here.
Pierce through. Rosetta arrow. Now. It's mine.
So, Balor, strike!
Weak. It's down. It's mine.
Okay.
My turn.
Since he is going to break here, I'm actually going to have Laura take the crit turn.
Behold, the soul of Arsaid! Now! Radiant Phoenix Blade!
Impossible! Arrogant fools! Don't think you've won yet!
So I'm not in the greatest position because I just gave up all my points for a pair of noble gems. He's going to get ready to do his S-craft soon. And I'm gonna do this, try to heal her, so
activate.
her being Elisa, so she doesn't die.
Thank you.
We do need to get her out soon.
Weak. Now. It's mine.
Let's go!
Holy crap, Elisa is slow. That's all I can say. So I don't really want to do too much here because... Actually, we can do this for speed.
Midnight on it!
I'm up!
But I don't want to try to break
Let's
him or
go.
commit any points to anything because he's going to be going enhance in a second.
Let's go!
Not here.
Holy crap,
Sorry.
that took us forever to get
I'll
him into
handle
this
the
fight.
rest. Analyzing enemy unit. My turn.
Chief of the Gnomes, loyal to Chancellor Osborne, able to warp space, trapping foes in a dark dimension. He can be put to sleep, ironically.
Exterminating. It's down. Attack.
Not on my watch! Holy blade! Ha! Ya! Take this!
Weak. It's down.
At this point, I should look at just breaking him, I guess.
Here I come!
I'm going. Shatter. Warhammer. I'm going. Burning flame.
Let's go! Roar! It's down!
On Feast, we're going to change
opener!
course, but right now I'm just trying to
My turn.
chip away at him while still getting some points in for Laura.
My turn. Glimmer. Let's go. Now. Attack.
What will you make of this? Behold the advent of your demise. Perish, Luciferian art!
Shining light. Cut through!
Weak. Now. Attack.
Unforgivable.
And there we go.
Got it. Shatter. My turn. Ready?
I'll handle this.
So one thing I'm worried about is that I may hit him too hard and just reset everything.
Right.
Yes. Burning.
I'm up!
Okay, so I think he'll be scouted once we break him.
Roar! It's down!
An opener.
So a Balor, strike!
Weak.
Impossible!
So yes, there go his
My turn.
buffs.
Right.
There go his.
Got it.
So yes, I believe he is now counted as scouted, but I'm probably going to scan him anyway just to unbalance him later. An Iron Blood and the Awakener of the Orc Knight, preparing the stage for the rivalry, wielding his magically enhanced sword. And then check it out, he's very, very resistant to a lot of things. Not immune, though.
Light the way! Noble Arc!
My turn.
Albert first.
Now. Attack.
Let's go. Now.
An opening!
Let's go.
We get 3 back. That'll leave me at 4. He'll die anyway, so I don't think it'll matter. I was kind of planning going over to Avalon Hearts and just maximizing damage, but it shouldn't be needed.
I'm going. There! Now! It's mine!
It's my turn!
Pathetic fools!
Okay, once we get him into Enhance, that's when I want to scan him.
Let's go!
I also need to get some CP on Laura.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate!
Give him a nice little shove.
Let's go! It's down!
An opening!
Not on my watch!
Weak. Now!
So, he overwrote Reen's strength buff, I think?
That!
Unforgivable!
Not bad at all. Show me more.
Yeah!
Well, he asked for it. You heard him.
Let's go!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use Recuria here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use a Curia Ball. It's not gonna do anything for the debuffs, we can figure something out for those in a moment. Is it Shining that gets rid of it? Saintly Force.
Let's go! Ha! Yeah! Yes! Huh?
Thanks. Thank you.
Here we go.
I hope you're prepared for this.
Let's go!
Glimmer! Midnight on it!
I'll handle this. Right!
It's time I fought in earnest. Carve this into your flesh. Agrius Caliber!
Take that! I'll treat you
Getting rid of all my
immediately.
buffs sucked.
Thanks.
It's my turn! Rope! Now!
My
I
turn.
actually should have switched to this.
Like,
That way
My
we have
turn.
something to hide behind.
It's down.
Now, I was contemplating trying to use a speed spell
I'll
or
handle
something,
this.
but this is starting to wind down.
Right. Yes. Arcus, activate.
I don't know if
There.
Flare Butterfly would have been better or not.
I'll handle this. Here!
Let's go. Yeah. Yes. Huh?
Holy blade! Take this!
An opening!
Take that. Yeah.
Possible! It's my turn!
No, it's fine. We'll take it like this.
It's down!
I was trying to figure out if we
An
need to do
opening.
the Zephyr thing, but we should have more than enough time.
Now's our chance. It's mine. Got it. Ha. Now. Attack.
My turn. Now!
An opening! I'm up! Now!
Okay, that's the last of my big
opening.
damage hits. The buffs are gone after
This
that.
is it!
I see.
Reliable as always, Laura.
I'm glad I was able to assist.
So yeah, I only got 1,000 EXP from that for my Master Quartz. There's no way in hell those things are leveling up. I'd need like 20 fights like that in order to get it. Anyway,
Alright, got
jumps.
it!
I did it!
A matter of course.
I did it! I did it! Woohoo! Yeah, I did it!
I must continue to train.
It's happening!
The rivalry is starting!
What's going on?
I am... No, I'm...
Father?
Alisa? What's happening? No! I am forever a loyal servant of Ishmelga. I am Black Alberich. I have no need of you, Franz Reinfeld!
Father?
Could it be losing its hold on him?
Ah, what a pitiful sight when the puppet has been cut loose from the puppeteer's strings. Perhaps the Ebon Knight can no longer be bothered to divide its attention when the end is so near. Come forth, El Prado, the Auric Knight!
As you command.
Heed my call! Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Come! Ordine, the Azure Knight!
Acknowledged.
This will be the last rivalry before the battle that will decide this world's fate. Once I've proven victorious here, I will hold the power of all the Divine Knights you've defeated, as well as the Sword of the End. Then, I will discard my life and become an immortal.
I knew it.
Damn it!
Finally, I will challenge my father and surpass him at long last. Only then will I be able to prove my life was worth more than that of an unwanted bastard child. I will be the one who decides the meaning of my existence!
Reen, please stop him! I will. Just leave it to me.
So we have 1000 Force EX order. Now I'm going to take a break before doing this, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So, they want us to use the Draken. Whatever, I don't really care. Elliot. Let's put him over here. Like, I really don't know what to use on her. How to even begin? She is slower than Kurt, squishier than Kurt, doesn't hit as hard as Kurt. She has less HP. I don't know, let's just bring Emma in. Huh. Actually, no, we can do some stuff with that. Yeah, in the end it doesn't matter. I was thinking about bringing in Jusis because some of his debuffs could be handy.
Let us bring this to a close. All of it!
Thousand force by pushing triangle, accessing the craft menu, consumes BP, increases party dealt to enemies for 3 turns.
Let's go!
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna be that great.
Get back! Now! An opening!
My turn.
Darkness, sunder them!
Is that 2 million hit points?
They're down! You're wide open!
It's my turn!
No. I was about to say, that would have been really, really rough. Anyway, let's... I don't know, let's try... Why do I see the arm? Maybe this is from when I fought him last time?
I see!
That's one.
All right! You can't escape! Fire!
The sound on that one didn't seem like it came out.
I see!
I'm up!
Okay, so we can still see the stuff from the previous fight.
Leave it to me. Ha!
All right.
Darkness, sunder them! I see!
Okay, the next one's gonna be a big one.
Let's go!
Get back! Now! An opening!
It's my turn! You can't escape! Fire!
Yeah, it's not a one-time thing. About time they go for someone other than Bro.
They're down! You're wide open!
Yeah!
Huh!
It's my turn!
It's down!
Let's go, everyone!
Yes!
Sure thing! Starball slash!
Yes, they died to splash damage.
You've done well, but it ends here! I see! Can you withstand this? Golden Caliber!
My turn.
Darkness, sunder them!
All right! Let's get him! They're mine!
Only 8,000, not even 80.
I'm up!
I don't really know if there's a way around his buffs.
Healing strike!
It's my turn!
I'll handle this.
I was hoping I could give this to someone else, but oh well. I may want to partner her with Reen in the future.
My turn.
There! You're wide open!
Went for the chest just because I haven't
It's
seen
my
that in any
turn.
of the other combinations so far, and it looks like that's not even the good one, it just got lucky.
You can't escape! Fire! Let's get him! They're mine!
It's my turn!
I'm leaning towards the arm. Oh, we've seen this already. I was about to say he's holding the arm out towards us, so I'm leaning towards that.
I see!
My turn.
They're down! You're wide open! I see!
Okay, next is gonna be a big one.
I'm up!
I see!
My turn. Yeah.
All right.
Darkness, sunder them! They're down!
Okay, all together now.
Understood!
Leave it to me!
Get back! Rebellion, sword!
It's my turn! Wide open! They're mine!
Let's go!
It's down! An opening!
It's my turn!
And this is the finisher.
Let's get him! Brave run!
It can't be.
Well, look at that!
Only 7 minutes. So they're maxed.
I lost.
Yes. You've been defeated, Rufus.
I had the Auric Knight, the strength of the Argent Knight, and the fortress's power. It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Jusis, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself.
Yep, that pretty much sums it up. You had people you could have relied on, but you chose not to.
Despite your issues with House Alberich, your bond with Jusis was real at least. But still, you shut him out. You chose to walk this path all by yourself.
And you didn't even rely on the other Ironbloods. That's the legacy you've made for yourself. Being just too good to need anyone else.
In a mindset like that, it's just not healthy at all. You've pulled string after string to keep Crossbell under your thumb. But that was only a temporary measure. What kind of future would that lead to?
Yes. In governing Crossbell, you relied mainly on deception and force. Though they served you well the past few years, they are brittle tools that break easily. You can't rely on them forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No matter your methods, there is only so much you can accomplish alone.
Yep. Your approach is pretty much the opposite of Prince Oliver's.
It's true.
I can't argue with that. At least, contributing to the formation of Class 7 was one of the few things I can be proud of. I imagine that once I fall unconscious, you'll discover the fortress's garden has changed. There, you'll find a path to the very core of this fortress. The blazing demon waits for you. He will be your most difficult battle yet. Prove to me you have the strength to see this through to the end. And what lies beyond is the final rivalry. To think it's nearly over after all this time. In the end, I was nothing but a fraud. Inferior in every way to their real sons.
We'll take care of it from here. Please rest, brother.
However, before you do so, I need to knock some sense back into you.
Go on then.
Looks like it's finally over now. Yes. I've been bottling this up for so long, but now that I've told him everything that's needed to be said, must be a relief. I bet that took a real load off you, huh, Jusis? To all of you, you have my sincerest thanks for your help. I wouldn't have been able to come here and confront Rufus without you. Of course. Look who's gone all humble on us now. It's all the more precious for how rarely we see that side of him. That's Jusis for you. You really should have recorded that for posterity. Don't you think that's kind of harsh? I don't think he's that standoffish. You don't know him as well as we do. Alright, you guys are just teasing him now. That aside, I can't help thinking Alberich's near change of heart back there. Almost. He was close to breaking free of Ishmelga's influence. We saw Franz ride for his transformation into Black Alberic ourselves through the spectral moon mirror, however. Today's battle gives you some hope that can be reversed. Maybe. I'm worried of being too hopeful. It would hurt too much if it turned out to be impossible. Let's not talk about it now. There's one more rivalry to clear and another obstacle before that. Yeah. McBurn was already a pain to begin with, but now with that other form you've seen, he's straight up a monster. We really might have to rely on a Divine Knight or two if we want to get past him. Really? He's not even an Awakener, he's packing that much of a punch? It may seem against the code of chivalry, but in this case, we've got to throw everything we have at him. We'll do what it takes. I think we're all pretty exhausted right now. Let's take a break in the garden first. We've been promised a new pathway from there as well. Why don't we see what that's all about? Valmar and Ordine deserve a rest too, after everything. I appreciate the sentiment. I'll go ahead and teleport to the camp. So let's examine him. We'll discuss this as family once everything is said and done. As long as one's still alive, nothing is truly set in stone. And what's the... oh, the other shard. So let's go see how the garden has changed. We can get a sword for Reen while we're at it, I guess. Everyone, look! It's changed. This one will take us to the core, huh? Seems like it. It looked like a black dome from the outside. Should be the last sector of the fortress. And Ouroboros' Enforcer number 1, the Blazing Demon, awaits us there. Not just him either. We're almost there. Get some rest before we head out. It's going to be intense. We should eat too. Best to go in on a full stomach. Might be a good idea to inspect our equipment and make sure everything's in working order. Indeed, everyone be certain you're prepared before we make our departure. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to break this up. It's just going to be one long video, which I doubt, but... I'm going to go mess around on the machine and, we'll see what happens.